Yo, what up, Ricky?
What up, big dog? Loving the intro. I'm over here fucking bopping to it. Yo, did you remember to send us live this week?
Yes, we're live. I got
All
her
right.
all good today.
Nice.
So it's two birds, one show. Talk about Philly sports and craft beer.
Word.
What are you sipping on over there, Ricky?
I got DeeTer. I got some fucking Treehouse, which fucking shout out to the Tree, one of the fucking best breweries in the world, especially for IPAs. Well, I was gonna say just for IPAs, but they make everything good. I got the double Nectarius guava. I hope I'm saying that right. I fucking stumbled over that. Double Nectarus guava. It's a double IPA at about 8%.
8%. Oh, that's a nice looking beer. Now,
It's
guava, man. I think guava sometimes can come in a little hot. What I mean? A little too much. How's that one?
A word up. No, I agree. You know what? It's first of all, the nose on that beer is fucking phenomenal. I wish I could fucking bottle that smell and sell it. Blast him with tropical fruit. It smells fantastic. I mean, fuck, dude, that's just a fantastic beer. Treehouse doesn't almost never lets down. You're right. Guava can come in hot, and there is a big left hook of guava there. But I like guava, so I'm digging it. If you're not a guava fan, you definitely won't like this because it definitely accentuates the guava, but in a good way.
Every guava beer, man, it's like, bam, guava right in your face, man.
It definitely is. And this is no different. I like guava. I feel like I'm getting definitely some other tropical fruit. I think there's got to be some mosaic in there. I'm feeling like I can't read the can because the words are too small. My garage is fucking half dark. But I feel like I'm getting mosaic in there. I don't think there's Sabro in there, but they might have slipped a little Sabro hop in there. So
get a little fruit punchy taste to
it. Little squirrely over there with the tropical fruit. So how about you? What you drinking on?
CBS.
Nice. What this year's?
Yeah. I don't know if it's this year's, last year. It was on a growler station. So
nice.
Anytime I see CBS, Bobcat? Yeah, Bobcat. Shout out
to Bobcat.
Store Bobcat.
B-Town,
anytime I see that on a growler station, man, it's always a good beer to get. So
you ain't
Founders, high end stout. You know what I mean? It's hard to get sometimes. It's got a lot of maple in it, but it really barrel aged, man. It's so good.
Nice. Now I'm in the fucking mood for a stout. Thank you, sir. What the fuck? Oh man, I still have. I know. I see.
League.
Word up, cuz that's a fucking dope shirt. Fighting.
Yeah, you got a lot of stouts. You looking to drink this?
Well, I was going to say I got a worldwide stout in there that you gave me about 5 years ago, or 4 years ago. It's so old, not so old, but it's old enough that the label's fallen off. I can't wait to pop it open because I a lot of times with big beers, really big beers like that, it's 17%. By the way, thank you for the beer.
It's awesome beer, man.
I'll age them for a while. I feel like it melted. Like Dogfish had 120. I'll drink a bottle and I'll save a bottle.
Well, they have a new one now. I don't know if it's new, but I never had before. Wake Up, Worldwide Stout. It's got I guess a special type of coffee they use in it.
Nice. Still 17%?
Oh, yeah. It's still 17. I remember last year they had the Utopia's Worldwide Stout. And that's to me, that was the tip top.
Was it good?
I had. Oh, it's awesome, dude.
Let me ask you something. Awesome. And I say this with all love to my other craft beer friends. I ask you because I definitely respect your craft beer opinion. I feel like me and you've been down this road together for a while. What's your feeling on Utopias?
Man, I like my bourbon, so I like my hard liquor, and I like craft beer. Now, Utopias, it's amazing. It is. It's really clean. It's almost like it's liquor, pretty much at that point.
I was just going to say,
if you're going to spend that amount of money, you can get really high end bourbon, and it'd be
fucking right
there, man. Now, I was lucky,
Pappy.
like Pappy, man, Pappy Van Winkle. and that's probably the highest expensive bottle I've ever had, and there was nothing better, dude. It was nothing better I've ever had.
Amen.
It was really that good.
Dude, and I feel like, and I say this, and I know there's going to be a couple of my craft beer buddies that are going to fucking shun me for this because I know it's sacrilege. I thought Utopias was disgusting. I didn't like it a little bit, but it's like you just said though. It's because it was almost like they were trying to make a liquor. If I want a good bourbon, I'm going to get good bourbon. But that shit tasted like someone's trying to make bourbon in a bathtub. I don't know, and I know it's sacrilege to say I'm in the minority, but
right, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's a high end, like high ABV beer for what it is. It's pretty amazing. You know, for them to get that blend out of it and everything. Me personally, yeah, I wouldn't go after it again. It's too hard to get.
Did you buy the bottle?
No, I was looking at. I was at a beer tasting.
Yeah, my buddy brought it in.
The one table had Utopias, and then the other table had Pappy Van Winkle. And I was sitting there. I'm gonna have two of these while you guys have that over there.
Right. I'm going with the bourbon. But
man.
So so we're talking craft beer. You have anything this week since I'd last talked to you? Any good craft beer? Anything out of the ordinary?
No, I've been taking it easy, man. Like I had off this week, and
me too.
It was very dreary with the rain and everything. Right. Man, it's just.
I dried out for like 5-6 days, so I saved it up for tonight for our fucking craft.
Plus, me too.
Plus we got it's such a great Philly sports weekend. I mean, I'm like, fuck, I'm probably gonna have a bunch of beers. Let me fucking dry out these days.
I was so excited Sunday when we won the national championship. I was posting stuff left and right, man. I'm almost like in tears and everything.
Euphoric, so happy, man. Euphoric.
It was amazing, you know. So after that, I was like, all right, I need to calm down a little bit.
I'm with you, kid. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I know. And like, look where we're at right now. You know, fucking the Phillies are about to play the Goliaths of the fucking baseball world in the Astros in the World Series. Are you kidding me? This is all time shit, dude. This is fucking great. And then add on top that you got the Eagles on Sunday, the sandwich in between, and then 3 more Phillies games here, by the way, in the Thunderdome in Philly, and then an Eagles game on Thursday night. So we got the next 10 days of great sports, Philly sports.
Yeah, dude. Well, we have the World Series that we're in. Union Soccer is in the conference.
I hear they're doing good.
So if they win this, they go into the whole championship.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's just this weekend, those games. And then we have Eagles Steelers, which is always a big game because that's the 2 PA teams. You know what I mean? Yeah. I always love beating the Steelers.
Shout out to Pittsburgh, Bill. The Steelers are going down on Sunday, sir.
Yeah, right, man. And then the Flyers are doing so well. They're 5-2 now, man.
5-2. And listen, if anybody, I don't know who's watching yet. One day they will be, but I don't know who's watching yet. But if you are and you watch this podcast and you're a Philadelphia sports fan, man, understand you are in the middle of something so amazing, and who knows how often it's going to come around. But this type of sports fucking, can you flip it back how you just had it?
You like that better? All right.
Yeah, because I can't see anything. My garage is so dark. I got to put some fucking posters up behind me. I got you see those champagne bottles up there though? They're from when the Phillies won the World Series in 2008.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, I saved them. So anyway, if you're a Philly sports fan or if you're younger or something or youngish compared to us, man, savor what's happening right now because this is fucking sports fucking utopia right now. I mean, what's going on? And listen, there's a good people are like, oh, the Phillies can't win this. I'm listening to all the national pundits and they're like, well, this, that, and the third about the Astros. And I get it. The Astros in the last 6 years have either been in the World Series or in the ALCS every year for the last 6 years. We're about to play a fucking Goliath. But guess what? The Phillies are going to be David. And I'm telling you, I just got a good feeling about this team. I have a good feeling, man.
Well, started with Nola, and Nola was pretty good against the Astros. I'm a little little worried about what Nola we're going to get. And then the second game's going to be Wheeler. So if we can just pull out one, right?
Well, listen, and if you can steal one game, yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. It's Nolan then Wheeler. But can I tell you why I like that? And I want to drop a little bit of knowledge, or not even knowledge, just my own fucking meanderings. I know Nola goes tomorrow, and I was talking to a couple people today, and they're nervous. But I'll say this: let me throw something out to put this in perspective, because life's about perspective. The Astros haven't lost a game in almost an entire calendar month, right? They haven't lost a game in a month. And you know the last time they lost a game?
I guess Nola.
To the Phillies. And you know who's pitching? Nola. And he pitched an absolute fucking gem, a 3-0 shutout. It went like 8 innings, 0 earned runs, like 9 Ks. It was a fucking gem, right? So that's the one stat I wanted to give you. So yeah, they haven't lost in a month, the Astros. But the last time they did it was to us, and it was Nola. Now, second, I'm glad that Wheeler is going in game 2, because I looked up a stat. When Wheeler has that one extra day of rest, his ERA goes from average of like a 3.25 to like a 2.1. It is such a huge help to Wheeler. His numbers are.
There's also another stat saying that like the second game in the World Series, we don't normally win or something like that.
I don't even want to look at the second game. I can't even look ahead. I want to savor every minute of this. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I mean, and Justin Verlander, here's another great stat for you. If you need a little something to boost your energy or feel good about this series, because listen, I know it's David versus Goliath, but Justin Verlander's ERA in the World Series is fucking terrible. It's like a 6, man. The guy's the best pitcher in the world right now. He really is. He had like a 1.8 ERA in the regular season, which is unheard of since Bob Gibson days almost. But he did, and his regular season was amazing. But then I looked up his playoffs and World Series numbers, and they're fucking wretched. That's on our side. I mean, that's huge. Hopefully that stays.
All right, man. I like what you're saying, dude. I do. Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to spread the fucking love and good energy, because people got to understand it's going to take that for us to beat this fucking Goliath.
It's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, it's going to be, like I always say, it's going to be a fist fight in a phone booth.
Yeah.
Somebody's walking out there, but that phone booth is going to be fucking bloody. You know what I mean? Yeah. And for anybody that's watching, or if anybody ever is, I want to let people know this is not going to be easy. Don't dive on the Phillies and start jumping ship after we lose a game or 2 or 3, because there's a good chance that's going to happen. But you just got to believe. There's
the fans are so fired up.
Oh, man, dude, I am fucking beside myself. Look at me. I'm here fucking beside myself.
Climbing the street poles, man. Like getting all together. Oh, my God. When we won that game, dude, it was nuts. And,
wait do you see what it's going to be when they win the World Series?
Oh, it's going to get crazy, man.
You want to go to the parade when they win?
Oh, fuck yeah. That'd be awesome, dude. I hope the Union wins and the Phillies win.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Because to have the soccer people, because soccer people are their own world. I have to admit, there's not too many people that like, Philly baseball and football and hockey and then like soccer.
Yeah, it's a different group. It's a different group.
Soccer. So if they both win, it's like a mix of both of them, dude, and it'd be insane.
It's going to be insane, because I'm telling you, these are grand times here in Philadelphia sports. We watch this 15 years from now, and we're going to be like, "Wow, that was fucking amazing." Do you ever notice you don't know you're in the good old days until they're gone? You'd be like, man, they were the good old days. I wish I would have known in the moment. Listen, Philadelphia sports fan, I'm getting as close as I can. Guess what? You're in the good old days. Enjoy this shit. It's going to be fun. How
good was it to see like Jason Worth, Ryan Howard, all the boys guys at the game. The boys. Shane Victorino was starting out to pitch one game. it was amazing, dude. It's so much heart in Philly for their teams, man.
Word up. And and they were the guys. Don't forget that Jason Worth, like you said, and Victorino and Howard and Otley and Ron, they ended our championship list streak. Remember, for our generation, me and you and DeeTer, really, it was the first championship we got to see. Because the one before that was '83, and from me, you, and most people younger than us watching this show, we weren't around for that. So the '08 Phillies were our first championship.
Right.
To have those guys come back to throw out the first pitch it's just good karma, dude.
And I was always a little upset when Worth left to go to Nationals.
Yeah, but it's a business.
Yeah, it's a business. It's money. You got to make your money while you can.
I always love Worthy, dude. I have no ill will.
But the one good thing that came out of it is when Brycey, was getting contract out to Philly. He told Worth how was it to go out there to play. He's like, when you're good, they're gonna love you, dude. When you're bad, they're gonna let you know. And that's one thing that helped Worth coming to Philly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being under Jason Worth. You know what I mean? Like Bryce learned how it was going to be, I guess. You know what I mean?
Ain't right. It's great point, dude. Fucking ain't right. And did you hear Worthy today? I forget who was it. I think he was on with Eskin and somebody else. He was on 94. And listen, I love Jason Worth, dude. I know he went to the Nationals, and it's like, oh, we got to hate him there. But let's hate him when he was a National. But I love Jason Worth, as the Philly dude. He's one of the all-time Phillies for me. So, okay. So that's a lot of Phillies we just talked. I'm sure we'll bounce back to it. What else do you want to talk about?
Gotta talk about the Birds, man.
The Birds, baby.
6-0, coming off a bye, all the injuries that we had.
And you just picked up Robert Quinn from Chicago, the defensive end. What a great – he had 18 and a half sacks last year. 18 and a half sacks. That's like 4 off the all-time record for a season.
Did you listen to his Welcome the Eagles interview?
No, I think I was at work. But did you hear it? How was it?
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey, I'm excited to be here or anything like that. I think he was a little shocked to come from the Bears.
Shitty-ass fucking Bears. He's probably happy now. He's like, oh, nice.
No. This is how he was. He's like, I'm going to learn the playbook. I'm going to learn the playbook, and I'm going to learn the people's names that I play with because I respect the people I play with. It was no hey, I'm happy to be here. None of that bull crap. It was, I'm coming here to take tackle, and I don't care about the other team's names. You know what I mean? It was just like, I'm here to do a job. And that's it, dude.
I love it.
It was,
he realized
he's been in the league 11, 12 years or something.
Well, he's like 32.
Yeah. So I mean, I
think he just wants a championship, and you know what I love too, DeeTer. And I listen.
I've read out that interview. It's so strange because he's not like.
What was it on?
It was on Facebook. I see it on Facebook when he came live or whatever.
I'll look it up. Now you got me fucking intrigued.
Dude, everybody at Kelb's here, is like, oh, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited. He's just like, I'm here to learn the playbook, and I want to play, and I'll learn the people's names. It was like, okay, man.
Well,
what do you
gonna do? He's a man of few words.
He's a sacking machine, dude. You don't need to be
Dude, he's one of only very few active players that have more than 100. Might be the only one with more than 100 sacks in his career. Listen, we just got a really good fucking player. Howie's pushing the chips in. Howie looked and said, I think we can win a Super Bowl. Listen, and can I throw out a quick thing, too, I want to say about that trade? So I went on and I did a little reading on it, and we gave up a fourth. Okay, but it probably would have been a fifth or a sixth.
But the Bears are eating up a lot of the money, right?
That's what I was going to say. The Bears, I think Howie said to the Bears, I'll give you a fourth instead of a fifth or sixth if you eat most of the salary. So what that tells me is Howie's going to make another move because we had about $10.4 million in cap money left. So you're bringing him over, and that's going to be, I don't know, $3-4 million. He's going to make another move. Whether it be, we need safety help. Epps is a decent player, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't mind seeing them go
secondary, man.
I do too, but we need help at safety. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's great, but Epps is a liability. He's good, but sometimes he's a liability, especially with his tackling and his wrapping up. But I'll say this: how about Chucky Clark? down in Baltimore. Baltimore's got 2 stud safeties in Kyle Hamilton and Marcus Williams. Chucky Clark's sitting third string, going to be a free agent soon. He's a local guy. He's a Philly guy. He's a hard hitter. Go make that move, and it's a total makeable move.
I heard like they're making a move for like a running back, man.
And, I heard that too, like a Kareem Hunt or Alvin Kamara. Yeah, I don't know. First of all, I'm going to say this. Hey,
because last time we made moves for a running back, Jay Ajayi.
Word up. Are you seeing the shirt?
Man? Right, man. So I think it's not too bad of an idea.
I think you might be right. I think you might be right.
Offense, you know what I mean? Like, I like Miles Sanders. I like Boston Scott. You know what I mean? But dude, having another like pro running back, dude,
I think listen, it's totally feasible. I could see it happening too, but I'd rather get Kamara. I'll tell you this, I don't want Kareem Hunt here. The guy I remember, and listen, I know, and I forgive everybody, but you're beating women up. Listen, I can't root for you. I can't. If you're hitting a fucking woman, whether I forgive you, I hope you did your repentance, cool and all, but still, I don't want to root for you. I didn't want to root for Michael Vick either when he was here, to be honest with you.
I was say that, man.
But I'm not going to root for a guy that beat up a woman.
I'll tell you though, man. Like,
I can't do it. And so keep Kareem Hunt the fucking Cleveland. I was raised by a single mom. Fuck him. Don't fight women. Fight a dude. That's fucking weak. I don't like that shit. So go get Alvin Kamara then.
Man, he's going to go somewhere, and he's going to be against us somewhere, somehow. And
listen, we're going to be fine. Because he ain't beating Kareem Hunt.
I was against Vic coming to Eagles.
So was I.
He did. I'm really, I mean, he's one of a great quarterback for the Eagles that we had. And
listen, he paid his dues. He went to prison, so he did. Right. But I still don't really like to do. But listen, you did pay your dues. You're forgiven. But I still don't like the guy. Yeah, it's the same like Kareem Hunt. Like, listen, I hope you're forgiven. I hope you did your penance and all cool. And I'm all about. But I just don't want you to be here. I just don't want to have to root you on every Sunday. I have no ill will towards you. I'm glad you got forgiveness, and we all deserve forgiveness. I just don't want him here.
Philadelphia is, all about second chances. You know what I mean?
I know, but I don't want to root for the guy. I just don't. I would have a hard time rooting for him. I would. Hey, we're going to the segment of the show where Rick gets up and goes to his beer fridge in my crowded ass garage. So let's hope I don't trip.
So what about the Sixers, man?
Okay. Oh, goodness, that fucking dumpster fire.
Yeah, man.
DeeTer, what am I picking here?
Go, man.
DeeTer, what am I picking here?
You got a lot of good beers there, man.
A lot of treehouse. A lot of treehouse.
Your pickets are better than my pickets. I wouldn't know what you got there, bud.
What? Oh shit.
Oh man.
Let's see. I don't know. Their beers always they're always 8% or higher. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm trying to be chill.
But what do you think about Doc, man? You think he's our coach, man, or you think it's
that's a good question. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about Doc?
Man, I don't think that he can do what he needs to do in the playoffs. I mean, we got to the playoffs a couple times and crapped the bed.
Well, he won a championship, though. He won a championship in Boston.
We got so much talent, and then what are we 1-4 right now? And the only team we beat was the Pacers.
Yeah, they are.
Who are also 1-4.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
All right, so I'm going to let you finish first. I'm going to let you finish before I go on my diatribe.
So all the teams that we played in the playoffs in the past beat us already. So what are we looking at here, man?
I don't like what I think I see. I'll tell you that much.
Right. You know what I mean? As Philadelphia's all fired up, you would think the momentum, would be going. Everybody would be riding the vibe. Brother. And nah, man, they're not. They're not doing it.
Well, so you asked me where I was at on them, Here's what I'm going to say, and it was the same thing before we had this podcast. I used to tell you last year. I mean, now I forget where you said them. First of all, Jimmy Harden, I don't call you James. I'll call you James Harden when you start fucking playing defense. But right now, you're Jimmy Harden. So,
You were all
first of
about
all,
him, like saying that he was all getting in shape and everything.
right,
You know what I mean?
and guess what? He is in shape. But here's my problem: is he's still playing me ball? Me ball.
Oh
Look,
yeah, I mean, like
Jim, I get it. You can fill up a stat sheet. You can average a triple double, but we don't need you to do that. I
right,
need you to make everybody around you better. Listen, you want to be ball dominant? You want to take the ball up 95% of the time? Then guess what comes with that? You need to make Maxey, Tobias, Joel, all the guys around you better. I don't need 32 points. How about this? Score me 7 points and dish 15 dimes a night. Give me 15 to make everybody around you better. Play good defense. Play good defense. And that's another thing. You know what? You know why they're 1-4? Their transition defense fucking sucks. It's terrible. It's like 30th in the league. And guess what? So is your offensive rebounding. You never get a fucking offensive rebound. We
right.
need easy putbacks. You went and got PJ Tucker. What do you think he's? This guy needs to get the fucking. Now listen, I don't want to panic. They're 1-4. It's early. It's an 82 game
Right.
season, but
Yeah, man.
I
But you're
don't like what
starting
I
off
see.
right. You're starting off bad, dude. It's I don't know, man. I don't know, and I hope things get better.
I do
But
too.
I'm seeing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
It's what's going on.
I see no transition defense. I see no offensive rebounding, and I say this with love because he's probably my favorite Sixer ever, Joel Embiid. I don't want to see them opening the bitching and listen. Go be the fucking dog. Be the head lion, man. I don't want to see that energy, that mopey fucking energy, dude. You didn't see that shit from Michael Jordan.
What? And like,
I don't want to see it here.
how many bricks are going up at the 3-point line, dude? It's what have they been doing on the off season, dude? Somebody shoot a goddamn three, man.
They've been partying up at the fucking Hamptons all off season. The whole root of this is James Harden, but there's not. You're stuck with him now. You picked up fucking kryptonite, and now you're left holding it till someone bails you the fuck out. But Jimmy Harden, you ain't. Remember, whoever watches this podcast, if anybody ever does, you'll never win a championship with Jimmy Harden. And just get to know it.
Yeah,
Fight me if you want, but
man.
truth is the truth.
I can't put the team out, but I mean, like something's got to give, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's only 5 games in, but still, they look like they look like they don't give a shit. They look like,
like you said, the defense is bad, the rebounding is bad, 3-point shots, it's not there, dude. I've been seeing brick.
And you got Jimmy Harden playing Harden ball. Listen, we saw you do it in Houston. We saw you do it, wherever you've been. You tried to do it in New Jersey, but you couldn't with KD and Kyrie. So you demanded out of there. He gets and he dominates the ball for 90% of the time. Plays no defense, shoots under 40% from the 3-point line, and consistently is in the league lead for turning the fucking ball over. Do you think you're going to win a title with this guy?
The one thing that upsets me is like, okay, we're 1-4, and then who do we beat? The Pacers, who's also 1-4.
Yeah,
if we beat right, if we have one team that we like, hey man, this is a good team, might be able to match up with. Nah, it's gonna be rough, dude. It's gonna be a rough bird.
Well, so I say we're in a prime energy era of Philadelphia sports. So let's move on from the Sixers because all they are is bringing us down. We have so much good stuff going on right now. We can talk some craft beer, but the Sixers, I don't feel like they even deserve our airtime because they look like they don't care. And if they don't care, I'm not going to care about them. Show me you want to win as badly as I do. Hold on. I wanted to ask you something, too. It came up in my bar earlier today. I wanted to ask you, so honest answer. So if the Phillies do or don't win the World Series, is that okay? And are you content with it? And do you consider the season a success? And if so, yes or no, why? Tell me your answer on either way.
All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. We were losing in the beginning. We got rid of Girardi. We flipped it around. We made it as far as national champs. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. I really would like to win the World Series.
Right on, brother.
It's gonna be a tough battle. And I got so much love for these guys, these young
Me
players.
too, man. This is a fucking lovable team. This is a team.
Hoskins,
the Schwarbinator, I'm coming up to hit home runs from the future.
Dude, I was so happy with Schwarber's performance. And Castellano, I know he's been up and down this year, but seeing him dance when they
I like Mickey C, dude.
Yes, man.
I'm giving him a chance. And my boy Mean Gene and Bryce, the prodigy. Listen, you know how hard Bryce Harper's had it? You know, when that kind of weight's put on your shoulder at the age of 16. And this dude
left the Nationals. The Nationals won the World Series.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's got to be heartbroken, man. That's got to be heartbroken.
Can I tell you something? Mm-hmm. He's going to make up for that this year. I'm telling you, they're going to win the whole fucking thing.
Well, he's been back-to-back MVP, right?
No, not back-to-back. No, he won 2. He won last season and like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But,
all right.
Yeah, he won 1 in Washington.
Right. All right. But to have 2 MVPs, man.
No, fucking right. Listen, he's already forging out a Hall of Fame career. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about it. He's probably going to end up breaking. No, never mind. And I was going to say, he's going to end up being in the top 5 at Phillies home runs.
Another thing, we beat the Padres, and Manny Machado was on the block to pick him. You know, and we went with Bryce. So, dude,
and listen, but that's no knock on Manny. That's no knock on Manny, though. Manny's really fucking good, too.
God,
really fucking good.
That pitcher, Darvish, oh, my God, dude.
Yeah,
that fucking dude.
He's good. He's money, dude. Man, you know what beer I went with? What are you drinking, by the way?
Tired Hands milkshake.
Nice extra vanilla milkshake.
Yeah.
So I got Spellbound. Major Nelson and DeeTer.
Major Nelson, that's a good beer, man.
It's really fucking good. These guys put out good brew. Listen, all right, let's switch over from sports to craft beer a little bit, and we'll get back to sports.
Sounds good.
So, you know,
now,
if anybody knows,
time I had Major Nelson was when they did "Living a Dream."
I remember.
Event. And they had their beer festival was really nice. They have all these tents and stuff, and each tent had different beers, and they had that Major Nelson. And I like their IPAs. You know, I'm not really big on peach. I'm not big on the Spellbound Peach IPA, but that's just because I don't like peach. But when I see Nelson, I was like, I love the Nelson hop. And I tried that Major Nelson. I was like, okay, boys. This is pretty damn good.
This is really fucking good beer, man. From Spellbound. Look at that, dude. Look.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
You kidding, dude? That's Spellbound. So if anybody, I'm not whatever putting out too much, but I'm a craft beer manager at the bar I work out. So I bring in all the beers. It's up to me to try them and figure out what to bring in. We used to carry Spellbound, but haven't in a while. And their their owner, shout out Spellbound, Johnny C, brought in some stuff. He's like, let's work together again. I said, here, let me try your shit. You guys always sold well. You're a great South Jersey brewery. And dude, every beer I'm trying from them is really fucking good. I mean, almost like they tweaked some of the recipes of good beer.
My God,
it's so good.
And then Spellbound Porter, the Palo Santo Porter, amazing, man.
You're right. Yeah, and I remember you shouting out about that for many years. And I remember you back in the day saying, you're right, I drank one the other night, and I'm like, DeeTer was right. This is really fucking good. Like that was a GABF medal winner.
I think they won it like twice or something like that, man.
Yeah.
But that's a beer you just put in the back of your refrigerator, let it sit for 6 months, man. It's still as good as the first day you bought it, man. But remember we used to go to Irish Mile, man. Irish Mile used to have Kane, Cartman, and Spellbound.
I love that bar.
That bar was awesome. Always had that Spellbound and Cane and Cart, man.
Dude,
And
and
they
I
were
don't
like the
know.
three pillars, man, of New Jersey beer that I
Yeah,
would say like came in with really good stuff.
word up. I agree, dude. This Major Nelson, listen, if you were to slap a fucking Fiden's or Hill Farmstead or
Right,
Treehouse label on this, I'd be like, oh yeah,
yeah,
okay, I believe. I wouldn't question, be like, this isn't, dude, it's that fucking good. Hey, listen,
right.
someday, like how Dave Portnoy, when he does pizzas and the places blow up and become big, I'm telling you, people are gonna watch this Spellbound, and your beer's gonna get big. This is really fucking good. You guys are fucking. This is probably a
Well,
4.7 on Untapped, dude. It's that good, and they accentuate the Nelson hop so well.
if you're a Jersey craft beer drinker, yeah, you definitely need to drink some Spellbound, man. Check
You
it out.
should.
The
You
brewery's
should. I
really
mean,
nice
their
too.
next, their next. We might not realize until 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 years from now, but at some point, I'm like, wow. And hopefully, shorter than that. But I'm saying, whoever's brewing for them, I don't know, Mike Oliver maybe or John Campana,
Well,
or the beers are really good and they're fucking top level right now.
even their Belgian triple cherry, like
I just brought a keg of it in 3 days
good,
ago.
dude. Yeah,
Dude,
that's all right, man.
phenomenal. How about their, and even on another level, Christmas coming, I like to keep with the holiday theme. I like to keep all my styles around that. Like right now I have a lot of pumpkins and Oktoberfests and shit like that on. But remember the oatmeal raisin cookie they did?
Mm. Mhm.
So good. It's a brown ale or a dark ale or an English bit, whatever. It's really fucking good. They changed the name now. I think it's called Cherish. But I was like, dude, I definitely want that shit on my tap list.
Well, I cheated. I went with tired heads. Look at that head on that guy.
Dude,
I do likes me some
put
vanilla
put up a
milkshake.
picture of that. Let me see the lacing on that glass.
There we go.
Oh, dude, look at that. It hugs the glass like it's at its first fucking prom date. Boy, you kidding me? Shit.
Dude, I'm not much of a vanilla person, man, but their vanilla milkshake, there's nobody can top it, dude. It's so good. The work they did, like
Not
with
going to
Ani
fight you on that.
Polo or whatever, they really learned how to do the
Oh,
milkshake.
Polo?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah,
And then I think they've really introduced it
right,
to the United States. I know Omnipolo started that shit, but I think Tired Hands brought it over
right.
and
There
introduced
was
it
like
here.
right. You can see like the labels for that strawberry.
Yeah.
Ani Polo is the opposite of what Tired Hands was. So
Yeah.
the
Well,
collaboration was kind of mutual, I guess, or whatnot. But they seemed like that they always got along. I
yeah.
believe like they Tired
Mean
Hands had
Gene. Mean Gene.
I believe Tired Hands had a place out in what's it, Sweden or
I
whatever,
think so.
like a little bit or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
Mean
nice
Gene's
to.
over there harassing the women in Sweden. I'm just
Oh man.
kidding. I'm just fucking around. Listen, I harass people all the time, but in a good way. In a good way.
The one thing, man,
Ease
like
out the snowflakes.
when they started it up, man, it was such a long line, and it
Oh,
was
I know. They were
like
so
people putting
pretentious.
it
I
the
remember
lawn
the lawn
chairs
chairs
in.
and
Oh
shit.
my
It's
god, what a mess!
like you're just
And then
looking
you
for a
see
fist
like
fight. Like
Mean Gene coming down on the skateboard and be like, ha, 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 half you guys ain't
the
getting this.
symbol of pretentiousness in the
Right, yeah.
craft beer world. I still watch it. I watch it around me. It's such a persnickety world. Like I'm like the junkyard dog of the craft beer world, and people are like, I don't like him. Good. I don't like you either.
No,
It's so pretentious sometimes.
but
Love
you
it.
go to other half or like Treehouse, you sit in line, and they're like, "Hey man, I'm gonna let you know this might be sold out, dude." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they're really good
And
about it.
I respect that so much. You know what I mean?
Word up,
Like,
dude.
okay, why would I wait in line if I can't get this? You know?
Yes, sir. By the way, I got to harken back to it. I know this fucking Major Nelson Spellbound is like A+, dude. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to. I want to stay modest, and when I say this, I know craft beer really, really well. I drink a lot of it. This is really fucking. This is like
Yeah.
next level. accentuating the Nelson hops. Wow.
I don't want to say bad about their other IPAs, but that's like
fine. Not everybody's hitting home runs every at bat.
This is a different level. That one really got me too, man.
It really it's I don't want it to be done. I only have 1 12-ounce can of it, and I'm like, I have like 1 sip left. And I'm like, I don't even drink because it's Hill Farmstead level good as far as taking a hop, pulling it out of everything, putting it up on a pedestal, and then showcasing everything about the hop. That's what this beer does on the Nelson hop. And
like I said, man, their Palo Santo Porter, phenomenal.
Dude, you're right.
Living a dream, so good, dude.
Yeah.
The barrel age, the what's the Mexican one they have?
Yeah. With the chili in it.
Yeah, man. They know what they're doing, dude.
Yeah, listen, if you're new to the craft beer game or you're already in it, revisit Spellbound. Trust me, you'll thank me. They're killing the fucking craft beer game with the shit they're putting out. Maybe people aren't noticing it or they're getting out, but go try them. It's shout out. Shit is fucking banging.
So what you think about the Flyers game with the?
I thought it was a great game with the Panthers.
Well, the bring back of the old players or whatever was it Bernie Prat?
Oh, what was that pregame? I didn't watch it.
They had him hit the drum, and then they had him on. Yeah, they had him on an interview, and he has like his own like vintage line of clothing they put in the store. It said vintage, and it said like 1967.
Was this on Comcast pregame?
The interview was in the later in the game, but the hitting the drum or whatever. Because I guess Flyers got a drum that they bang out or something like that.
Oh, I only watch the ice time. Any any in between periods or pregame, I'm not watching. Probably jamming out the fucking classic rock.
Pretty cool, man. Like
nice. Bernie Pronson all time.
A goalie a hockey face, and it says 1967 or something like that.
Nice. Yeah, that's when the Flyers came in.
So that's pretty neat,
actually, now you piqued my interest. I'm probably going to go look that up online later and buy that shit. It sounds fucking dope, dude. The old school goalie mask.
Yeah, that's
it's
what it was.
Always cool. Whether it's Friday the 13th or whatever brought it out and made it cool, right. It's always fucking cool symbol. I'll wear the old school goalie mask on a t-shirt or hoodie every day of the week. If I had time, I'd wear it at the bar mitzvahs and weddings. It's that cool.
They were talking about like just the group of guys that he won the Stanley Cup with, and the camaraderie and how much respect they all had for each other. And he's like, it was like a brotherhood, just like how I see the Phillies right now. How they,
nice. He said that.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
It was pretty good. And every interview you watch the Phillies, the Phillies are like, I'm doing this for the other guys. You know what I mean? There's no I in this team, dude. There's no I. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And like when we're talking, that's a great point, man. That's so on point. Like they are a team. It was almost like, you remember when Jason Kelce gave the Eagles speech after the Super Bowl? Yeah. That's it. But no, he kept saying it's the whole team. Right. Listen, early in the year, Gene Segura gets hit, breaks a finger. He's out 3.5 months. Not that long after that, the MVP of the league gets hit in the hand, breaks his hand, and he's out for 3 months. Right. You bring up the Matty Carshields, a.k.a. Matt Meerlings, and, the Nick Matons, and then all of a sudden the Bryson Stotts start coming around when you cut Didi Gregorius and Alec Boehm after he says, I hate this fucking place, man's up to it. He comes out and then he turns to another player. And JT and the Schwabinate, I've come here from the future to hit home run. Listen, it's the whole team. This team reminds me of 2017 Eagles.
Bryce was a hit for a little bit, you know what I mean? But JT Realmuto and Schwarber were picking up the slack.
JT Realmuto, BCIB, best catcher in baseball. And if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you waiting on?
Yeah.
Not
It's just
you.
like
America.
but everybody just like picked up the slack. You know what I mean?
Right?
When one
They
person
just
was not there,
they
the
carried
other
each other.
person picked it up.
Remember,
Right.
remember the Reese Hoskins couple errors in the playoffs, and then you had
Every
the
that
Fairweather fans.
oh
Everybody
man, it was
dove
so
on him,
bad.
and then he turns
And
out and
then
hits some of the most
hits a
iconic,
homer.
epic home runs in Phillies
Right.
history.
Yeah, I mean, like that's
It's
amazing,
the
dude.
whole team.
And like, yeah, man, he's not the best first base player, but he's getting there, man.
No,
He's doing really good.
feeling wise, he's not close, but you know what? He's a team guy that cares. He
Right.
gives a shit. You know,
Moved there in
and
that
I'm sure
position because he
nobody
had
was
to.
more beating himself up over the Reese Hoskins errors than Reese Hoskins. That guy
Yeah.
was probably beating, and mentally and inside was probably burying himself. And then you got
Right.
these fucking morons and nitwits online and on TV burying a guy. It's like, listen, it's a guy that comes in and hits you 25 to 30 home runs a year with like 80 to 90 RBIs. You kidding me? Like every year, and bats, 245 to 265.
I was thinking
Reese
about
Hoskins
this
is a good
today.
player.
I'm thinking about this today. I'm like, you know, Eagles fans, Phillies fans, man, they're all Philadelphia teams. They're not like, hey, I'm going to root for the Eagles and I'm going to root for the Yankees or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm the Eagles
yeah,
fan and I'm going to
very
root for the
provincial.
Lakers. You know what I mean? When you're
Yeah,
Philly, you're Philly, dude.
right.
That's
If
it.
you're
There's
from here, you better
no
be. That's why we hate the Cowboys so much, because you're
right.
these fucking people that. I'm a Cowboys fan. Well, why? Because they were
And I
good when we were bad.
and I know a certain few people that are 5-1 right now, and they're talking about Super Bowl already. Listen, bud, there's 17 games in this season, dude. 17 games.
Yeah.
You're second in the division, so don't be
Oh,
talking about no Super Bowl.
you talking about the
There's no
Giants?
Super Bowl. Yeah, the Cowboys, man. A couple of
The
Cowboys
Cowturds.
fans I know. Yeah, man. Like, don't be talking about Super Bowl right now. Get to the playoffs. You guys don't even know what you're doing in the playoffs past couple of years, man.
Cowboys
Get
ain't
out of
going.
here.
No, they're not going anywhere near a Super Bowl.
I
Not
mean,
this
like, dude,
year.
I'm high on the hog, 6-0. But do you think I'm talking about Eagles going to the Super Bowl right now?
No,
Hell no, man.
no.
No way, man. Like
That's
there's a lot of
premature
football
talk.
to play,
Yeah,
man.
we don't go there. We focus on week to week. All I'm focused on right now is the Pittsburgh fucking Steelers. That's it. That's it.
Week to
And
week, man.
listen, the
That's
Steelers
it.
are no easy win. I know their record sucks, but the Steelers are a team you got to take seriously, and which I think they will. But you can't look past them.
And
You
and
can't look. There's no easy games in the NFL.
right, and both teams are PA, so the fan
Right.
base, I mean,
Right. It's
it's
going
going
to
to
be
be a mix.
electric.
Yeah, it's not going to be one-sided. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be a
Can't
tough
look
game.
past the Steelers. Pittsburgh
They
Bills
beat
shout out Billy K.
they beat the Bucks, man. Right? And I think
Yeah, they just beat the Bucks last week.
how
I was
was the
watching.
Thursday night game? I know the Bucks was
I
off.
was flipping between the Flyers game and the fucking Ravens, and it was 10-3 Tampa when I flipped.
Oh, Ravens beat the Bucks.
Oh, they did. What was the final?
24-13.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
wait, there's still 6 minutes left, but that's
Yeah,
gonna be pretty tough. That's game.
Shit. So
Poor Tom Brady.
Tom listen.
Brady.
I don't feel Go do your thing, Tom. You should have retired after last year.
Yeah, man. You might still have a family.
Oh, yikes! Oh,
Ooh, yeah, that was a little bit too much, baby. Jesus, man.
don't care.
That crap that he's going through, man. Holy crap, man.
Yeah,
For your work, man.
Well, that's on you, Tom. Go do your thing.
But yeah, man. So
it looks like we're coming to the end of this week's fucking two birds, one stone. I just popped another beer. The fucking Spellbound, the regular IPA.
Just the green label one?
Yeah. Spellbound. What is that? I think it's about 6.5%. Hopefully. I hope it's not 8.5. I can't tell right now. It's so fucking dark in here.
Well, all right, brother. Always a good time hanging with you, man.
Yes,
And,
sir. Hey, listen. By the time I talk to you next Thursday, we're going to be 2 more Eagles games in and possibly, 5 World Series games in. So from now to then, it's going to be a lot is going to happen. So we are going to have a lot to talk about.
Man.
Yeah. And the Union too. Yep. And the Flyers and Sixers. So, until next week, I'll see you then, Big Cat.
All right, buddy.
All right, dude. Later.